Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today the Cubs and White Sox are going to play a Saturday doubleheader on the south side of Chicago as the Cubs embark on a short two-city road trip which will include the White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. For the first game of this doubleheader, Aaron Nola will be on the mound for the Cubs. He will be making start number 28 with a 10-7 record. He has a 4.19 ERA and a 1.18 WHIP. Cubs lineup will be Horner, Grisham, Correa, Rizzo, Santana, Harper, Bryant, Cronenworth doing the DHing today, and Posey doing the catching. Sandy Alcantara will be on the mound for the White Sox. He is making appearance number 39. With a 6-3 record, he has a 3.72 ERA and a 1.38 WHIP. The White Sox lineup will include Madrigal, Vaughn, Moncada, Robert, Jimenez, Grandal, Abreu, Anderson, and Lorenzen batting ninth. It is 68 degrees, wind blowing right to left at 10 mph, and it is time to begin today's ball game. We are here at the Great on the south side of Chicago. Sandy Alcantara is on the mound for the White Sox, facing off against the crosstown rivals, Chicago Cubs. While the Cubs and White Sox were being rained out yesterday, the second place Brewers lost, which lowered the Cubs' magic number to 13. Alcantara now is on the mound, facing off with Nico Hoerner. Here comes the pitch to Hoerner. Hoerner grounds it toward first. First baseman picks it up, flips to the pitcher covering, and that is out number one. Grisham now the batter, one out, nobody on. 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch to Grisham. He grounds it up the middle. Shortstop has this one. No throw over to first, however, as Grisham is credited with an infield single. Next up, oh, wait a second. Grisham is hurt. What happened to Trent Grisham? It's out, and he says it's pending. All right, return to game. Well, we need a center fielder, and that is now going to be Malik Smith. So he is going to come in and play center field because he's a 9 in center field, and Harper is a 5 in center field, and Santana is an 8 in center field. So Malik Smith is the way we're going to go. All right, Malik Smith is over on first. He's making a very early entrance into this game as a pinch runner, and we're going to see if we can steal second. Let's see what happens here. They pitch out, the throw goes down to second, and it goes into center field. Malik Smith is going to head down to third on the throwing error. I think he was going to beat that out anyway, and now he's gone all the way around to third with one out in the first inning. So Malik Smith now is 90 feet away with one out and Carlos Correa batting here in the top of the first inning. Correa with a 3-1 count, and he pops it up to center field. That's going to be deep enough. The center fielder has it. He makes the catch. The throw comes home. Malik Smith is going to score easily, and the Cubs take the 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. So now with 2 outs and nobody on, Anthony Rizzo is the batter. 1-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch to Rizzo, and he grounds it towards second. Sharply hit, but right at the second baseman. Throw goes to first, and the inning is over. The Cubs score, taking the 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning. Madrigal leading off against Nola here in the bottom of the first. Nola with the first pitch to Madrigal. He's looking for the sign. Here is the delivery. Popped up to right. Harper chasing into the corner. He makes the play for out number one. Vaughn now batting, 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Nola delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He fooled him with a changeup there, and that's out number 2. Moncada batting with 2 outs and nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch to Yoan Moncada. He grounds it up the middle. Shortstop Correa scoops it up. Throwing to first, a strong throw retires the runner to end the inning. The Cubs retire the White Sox in order. We go to the top of the second of a 1-0 ball game. Danny Santana leading off for the Cubs. Switch hitting Santana batting from the left side against the righty Alcantara. 3-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch to Santana. He pops it up to center. Center fielder coming in toward left center. He makes the catch for out number 1. Harper now batting, 1 out, nobody on. 2 strikes the count. Here comes the pitch to Bryce Harper. And he swings and misses for strike 3. That was a sinker, and he swung right over it for the 2nd out of the inning. Chris Bryant now the batter, 2 outs and nobody on. Bryant with his average all the way up to 244. 2 balls is the count. Here comes the pitch to Chris Bryant. He lines it into center field. Center fielder chasing and making the play to end the inning. So the Cubs do not score. They're retired in order. Going to the bottom of the 2nd. I'm a 1-0 Cub lead. Robert now the batter, leading off for the White Sox. 3-1 is the count. Nola delivers. Low and in for ball 4. That is a curveball that he misses with. And a leadoff walk for the White Sox puts the tying run on base. Eloy Jimenez now batting with a runner on first, nobody out. 1-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch to Jimenez. He drives it in the air to deep right center field. That is going to give the White Sox the lead, 2-1, as Eloy Jimenez, the former Cub, hitting the 418-foot home run into the right center field bleachers. So the White Sox now taking the lead with their first base hit of the ball game in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Grandal now the batter. Nobody out, 2 runs already in, 1 ball the count. Nola with the delivery. Lined into center field. He beats the shift by hitting it over the infielders' heads for a single here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Abreu now batting with a runner on first, nobody out. Here comes the first pitch from Nola. Lined up the middle, there's another base hit. The White Sox are really getting to Nola this inning. The throw goes to third as the runners stop on first and second. And now Tim Anderson is the batter. And I'm not convinced that Nola is going to survive this inning. We're going to go ahead and warm up Skubal and just see where this goes. We visit the mound. He says, how do I feel? I feel great. All right, Nola facing Anderson. 2 men on, nobody out. Here comes the first pitch from Aaron Nola. Grounder back toward the mound. The pitcher has it. He throws to second. The relay to first. There is a 1-6-3 double play. So the White Sox now with a runner on third is Grandal. 2 outs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Lorenzen is the next batter for the White Sox. Let's see if Nola can get out of the inning. With a 1-2 count, Nola delivers. Popped up center field. Malik Smith coming in. He looks up. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. So the White Sox score twice. We go to the top of the 3rd of a 2-1 ball game. And now Mr. Skubal can sit down, at least for the moment. Cronenworth DHing for the Cubs today, leading off in the top of the 3rd inning. Cubs down by 1, needing to get some runs back here. First pitch to Jake Cronenworth. And he grounds it toward first. Sharply hit, but right at the first baseman. Plays it on a hop, stepping on the base for out number 1. Posey now batting, 1 out, nobody on. 2 strikes the count. Here comes the pitch to Buster Posey. And strike 3 called at the knees. That is out number 2. Horner now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Horner waiting for the pitch. Here comes the pitch from Alcantara. There's a grounder up the middle. Second baseman has it. He throws to first to retire his counterpart and end the inning. The Cubs do not score. We go to the bottom of the 3rd with a 2-1 White Sox lead. Madrigal now the batter. Facing Nola. 2-1 is the count. Nola with the delivery. Grounded toward third. Bryant charges. He has it and he bobbles it. Bryant bobbles the ball, and then a late throw over to first is going to allow the runner to reach base. That's his 13th error at third base this season. So Vaughn now the batter with Madrigal on first. We are going to throw over to first, and he is safe. All right, pitch to the batter. Pitching to Vaughn. The throw goes down to second, and it is not in time. So Madrigal steals his 35th base of the season, and rain is falling here at Comiskey Park. Nola facing Vaughn. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That is inside for ball 4. So a second walk now puts runners on first and second with nobody out. And Skubal had better just be ready to get into this game. Nola facing Moncada. 2 men on, nobody out, bottom of the 3rd inning. Nola working, 1 ball's the count. There's a grounder toward first. The throw goes to second. The relay back to first is late, so they get the force on the intermediate runner. The White Sox now have runners in the corners with 1 out on the fielder's choice, and Luis Robert is now the batter. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Nola facing Robert with 1 out and 2 men on. White Sox already up by 1. Nola working, 1 and 2 is the count. Here comes the delivery. Popped up, left center field. This is going to be deep enough, I think. Santana makes the play. The throw comes home, and it's going to be late as the throw is cut off. The White Sox now have a 3-1 lead as Madrigal scores on a sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And now Eloy Jimenez is the batter. With 2 outs and the runner on first, Nola working to Jimenez in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here comes the 2-strike count and the pitch, and it gets away. That's a wild pitch, and the runner's going to advance to second. That's Moncada. So Jimenez now batting against Nola with a 1 and 2 count. Let's see if he can finish off this at-bat. Nola looking to retire him. There's a looper. The shortstop, Correa, goes back, makes the play in short left field, and the inning is over. But not before the White Sox score again, taking a 3-1 lead in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Malik Smith now leading off for the Cubs in the top of the 4th. He scored the first run of this ball game back in the 1st inning. Smith waiting for the pitch. He fouls it off, and the rain has stopped. No, it is raining. I'm sorry. It is definitely raining. Did we just have a rain delay? Let's see here. All right. Well, 1 and 2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. There's a grounder toward first. Malik Smith is going to be retired easily for the first out of the inning. Correa now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Correa facing Alcantara. Here comes the delivery. And it's a grounder toward short. Picked up and thrown over to first. That's out number 2. Rizzo now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Rizzo facing Alcantara with a 2-strike count. Here comes the pitch. Popped up, deep right field. The right fielder going back toward the warning track, and he makes the play to end the inning. So the Cubs go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the 4th of a 3-1 ball game. And we need to have... Yes, Skubal is ready to come into this game. So Nola's day is going to be over. Skubal is going to come in to pitch in the 4th inning. Tariq Skubal has thrown 96 1/3 innings, walked 27, struck out 121 with an ERA of 2.9. He's going to try to hold the White Sox at 3 runs as he eats up some innings in middle relief. He's going to face Grandal to lead off the bottom of the 4th. 1 and 2 is the count. Skubal looking for the sign and delivering the pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. That is out number 1. Skubal now faces Abreu with 1 out, nobody on. 1 and 2 is the count. And that is strike 3 called on the outside corner again. That's out number 2. Skubal getting the benefit of the doubt on that outside corner today. And now Anderson bats with 2 outs and nobody on. 2 strikes. Here comes the delivery. Lined into center field. Going back is Malik Smith toward the warning track, and it's over his head. I think he may have misjudged that. The throw comes back into the cutoff man. That'll be a triple with 2 outs in the 4th inning. So the White Sox threatening. That was on a 2-strike pitch also. Lorenzen now the batter. Bottom of the 4th. White Sox up by 2 looking for more. Skubal with the first pitch to Lorenzen. And that's popped up to right. That should be an easy play for Harper. He gets there and he puts it away to end the inning. So the White Sox threaten. They strand a runner on third, but they do not score. We're going to the top of the 5th of a 3-1 ball game. Santana leading off against Alcantara here in the top of the 5th inning. 2 strikes is the count. Alcantara gets him to swing and miss at strike 3, and that's out number 1. 3 strikeouts in the game for Alcantara. Next up is Bryce Harper. With 1 out and nobody on. 2 strikes is the count. Here comes the pitch to Harper. He swings and misses for strike 3. Alcantara is absolutely tearing him up today. That was his second straight strikeout on a slider. And now Bryant bats with 2 outs and nobody on. Alcantara faces Bryant with a 1-strike count. Here comes the delivery. Lined into center field, that'll be a base hit. Chris Bryant with the 2-out single, reaching base to keep the inning alive for the Cubs here in the top of the 5th inning. Cronenworth now batting with 2 outs and the runner on first. Alcantara working with a 2-strike count. And there's a drive into right field, but that is right at the right fielder. Man, that looked good coming off the bat. So the Cubs do not score. We go to the bottom of the 5th of a 3-1 ball game. Skubal coming out to work inning number 2. He's going to face the top of the White Sox lineup in the bottom of the 5th inning. Skubal with a 1-strike count. Here comes the pitch. Lined into right field, chasing is Harper. He gets there to make the play for out number 1. Vaughn now batting, 1 out, nobody on. Vaughn facing Skubal with a full count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a low fastball, and he chased it for out number 2. Skubal now with 3 strikeouts in this appearance. Skubal facing Moncada with 2 outs and nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the delivery. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Skubal absolutely setting him down with the fastballs today. We go to the top of the 6th. It's a 3-1 ball game. Posey now leading off for the Cubs against Alcantara here in the top of the 6th inning. 1 strike is the count. Here comes the pitch to Buster Posey. He pops it up to right field. That's deep, going back toward the wall. The right fielder on the warning track makes the play for the first out of the inning. Horner now batting with 1 out, nobody on. Alcantara facing Horner with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is 5 strikeouts for Alcantara, second out of the inning. Malik Smith now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Alcantara working with a 2-ball count. And a grounder up the middle. The pitcher has it. He throws to first, and not even the speedy Malik Smith can beat out that play. So the Cubs retired in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th of a 3-1 ball game. Skubal facing Robert here in the bottom of the 6th. Skubal working, full count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. There's out number 1. 5 strikeouts in this game for Skubal as Jimenez comes up next. 1 out, nobody on. Skubal working to Jimenez. Here's the pitch. Popped up to center. Malik Smith chasing toward left center. He calls for it, and he puts it away for out number 2. Grandal now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 2 strikes is the count. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So the White Sox retired in order. Skubal gets Grandal to strike out for the 120th time this season. We're going to the top of the 7th of a 3-1 ball game. Alcantara faces Correa here in the top of the 7th inning. It is still raining here at Comiskey Park. 1-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Alcantara now has 6 strikeouts in the game. As Correa heads back to the bench, it brings up Anthony Rizzo with 1 out, nobody on. Here comes the first pitch to Anthony Rizzo. He's going to line that one, beating the shift into center field for a 1-out single. So Rizzo stops at first. That'll bring the tying run up to the plate in Danny Santana. Top of the 7th inning, 1 out, 1 man on. Alcantara faces Santana with a 1-2 count. And Santana drives it into right field. That's going to drop in for another hit. Rizzo rounding second, heading for third. And the Cubs in business here in the top of the 7th inning. Runners on the corners with 1 out. And now Bryce Harper's the batter. Harper coming up to the plate with 19 home runs and a .247 batting average on the season. He is 0 for 2 today against Alcantara. Harper waiting for the 1-strike pitch, and he pops it up center field. This is going to be deep enough. Center fielder has it. He makes a play. The throw comes home. Rizzo comes home. The slide, and he is safe. So the Cubs get a run. They cut into the White Sox lead, making this a 3-2 ball game in the top of the 7th inning. Chris Bryant now the batter with 2 outs and the runner on first. Bryant facing Alcantara. He is 1 for 2 today. Here comes the 1-strike pitch, and Bryant pops it up to center. Coming in as the center fielder, he will make the play, and the inning is over. So the Cubs score a run, making this a 3-2 contest going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Abreu now leaning off against Skubal in the bottom of the 7th. Skubal working with the first pitch to Abreu. Here it comes. Lined into center field, chasing is Malik Smith. He gets there to make the play for out number 1. Anderson now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Skubal working with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And a grounder toward third. Bryant has this one. He throws over to first. That is out number 2. Lorenzen now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Skubal facing Lorenzen with a 2-2 count. Here comes the delivery. And a swing and a miss for strike 3, and the inning is over. So Skubal has now worked 4 scoreless innings of relief. We're going to the top of the 8th of a 3-2 ball game. And we are going to warm up a different reliever for the 8th inning. It is going to be, pardon me, Junior Fernandez, who will be asked to come out of the bullpen for the bottom of the 8th. Cronenworth leading off for the Cubs. He is 0 for 2 today against Alcantara. And this feels like a spot for a pinch hitter. I mean, I have Amaya, Estrada, and Soler available. And I guess if I were going to pinch hit with somebody in this situation, it would probably be... Is it going to be Estrada? I'd rather save him as a pinch runner. I think I'm going to pinch hit with Amaya. So let's send Miguel Amaya up to pinch hit for the designated hitter leading off the top of the 8th inning. Alcantara versus Amaya. Cubs down by 1 in the top of the 8th. 1 strike is the count. Here comes the pitch. And he pops it up left center field. The left fielder has it in front of the warning track and makes the catch for out number 1. Posey now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Alcantara facing Posey with a 1-ball count. Here comes the delivery. And Buster Posey grounds it up the middle. Shortstop has it, and he bobbles it. So the play cannot be made. Posey is safe at first with 1 out in the 8th inning. Well, that means that now Amaya is going to be shifted over to catch. Oh, we can't do that. Well, we'll do that in a moment. Right now, we're going to pinch run with Estrada for the catcher's spot. Junior Fernandez is warming up. So Estrada is on first with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. Alcantara faces Nico Horner with the Cubs down by 1. Here is the first pitch to Nico Horner, and he grounds it toward third. The throw goes over to first as they are not able to turn the double play. That's going to act like a sacrifice as Estrada gets to second. And now Malik Smith is the batter with a runner on second, 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Tying run in scoring position. Malik Smith the batter. And so here's a great question. Am I better off hitting with Soler and burning the last guy on my bench, or letting Malik Smith bat for himself? I think I have to leave Malik Smith in the game, because what's going to happen is, even if we tie this, Miguel Amaya is now going to go over and catch, which means the pitchers are going to be hitting for the remainder of however long this game goes on. So I'm going to hold on to Soler as a potential pinch hitter at a future potential date. So Malik Smith is going to bat for 2 outs and a runner on second in the top of the 8th inning. Alcantara faces Smith with a full count. Here comes the delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The inning is over. So the Cubs strand the runner. We go to the bottom of the 8th of a 3-2 ball game. Now, Amaya is going to be doing the catching. And Junior Fernandez is coming in to pitch, and he will be in the number 9 spot. Junior Fernandez on the season has thrown 60 in a third innings, walked 24, struck out 81 with a 2.83 ERA. He's going to face the top of the White Sox lineup in the bottom of the 8th inning. Fernandez facing Madrigal, 3-0 count. Here comes the pitch to Madrigal. Fernandez looking for the sign. Here's the delivery. Grounded toward first. Rizzo has it. He wins the foot race to the bag for the first out of the inning. Vaughn now the batter, 1 out, nobody on. Fernandez facing Vaughn. Here comes the delivery. Line toward third. Bryant has it. He throws to first for out number 2. Moncada the batter now with 2 outs and nobody on. Fernandez with a 1-2 count. Facing off with Moncada. Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and the inning is over. So we go to the top of the 9th. The Cubs are down by 1. Sending up the middle of the lineup. Correa leading off for the Cubs here in the top of the 9th inning. And Michael Gibbons has come out of the White Sox bullpen. Gibbons has thrown 48 and 2/3 innings, walked 28, struck out 59 with a 4.07 ERA. He's coming out to try to nail down the save here in the top of the 9th inning. Cubs are down by 1. Carlos Correa leading off. He is 0 for 2 with an RBI. Gibbons facing Correa. Here comes the pitch. Gibbons looking for the sign. Here's the delivery. And a grounder towards short. The throw goes over to first. That's going to be out number 1. Rizzo now the batter, 1 out, nobody on. Gibbons facing Rizzo with a full count. Here comes the delivery. Looped into short right field. Is that going to drop in? No, the second baseman is there. And that is the second out of the inning. Santana now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Gibbons facing Santana here in the top of the 9th inning. Here comes the 2-2 count and the delivery. And Santana drives it in the air to deep left field. Going back on the warning track, the catch is made in front of the wall, and the game is over. So the Cubs lose 3-2 in the first game of this doubleheader. Man, that was about 5 feet short of tying up the ball game. The White Sox get 3 runs on 4 hits with an error. The Cubs 2 runs on 5 hits with an error. The player of today's game, it should really be Tariq Skubal. It's going to be Sandy Alcantara. He threw 8 innings of 5-hit, 2-run baseball, 1 earned, and 7 strikeouts. Skubal threw 4 shutout innings of relief and also struck out 7 in half the number of innings. Nola takes the loss. He threw 3 innings, allowed 3 runs, 2 of which were earned, 2 walks and a strikeout and a home run allowed. So the Cubs dropped to 81 and 50 while the White Sox improved to 67 and 64. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.